Want to learn your target language for free? Then get our language gifts of the month right now before they expire. Here's what you're getting this month. First, the Renting an Apartment Conversation Cheat Sheet. Learn how to say, how much is the rent? How many bedrooms are there? And much more with this new PDF cheat sheet. Second, printable visual flashcards that'll improve your vocabulary. Want to speak more of the language? You'll need to learn more words. And with our new printable visual flashcards, you'll easily master over 1,500 words. Just download and print these flashcards out. Third, the top 50 marine animals and fish. How well do you know animal names in your target language? With this lesson, you'll learn how to say shark, whale, dolphin, and much more. Fourth, how to talk about your day in 20 phrases. If you can't talk about your day yet, this 1-minute lesson will get you speaking. You'll learn 20 must-know phrases, from talking about waking up and brushing your teeth to dinner and going to sleep. Fifth, looking for a new language learning app? With the Innovative 101 app, you learn language fast and start speaking in minutes because the audio and video lessons are just 3 to 15 minutes long. Learning is that easy. Download Innovative 101 for free for the Android, iPhone, and iPad. And finally, the deal of the month. If you want to finally master the language with lessons by real teachers and our complete language learning program, get 35% off Basic, Premium, or Premium Plus with the summer sale. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the lesson description below. Download them right now before they expire.
Welcome to Can Do Korean by KoreanClass101.com.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 김계진입니다. Hi everyone, I'm Kejin Kim. In this lesson, you will learn how to make small talk about the weather.
This is Karen Morris. She sees her neighbor, Ta-Yoon Pak, and starts a conversation by saying, "It's hot today, right?"
오늘 덥죠?
Listen to the conversation and focus on Karen's comment. Ready?
오늘 덥죠? 네, 그렇네요.
Once more with the English translation.
오늘 덥죠?
It's hot today, right?
네, 그렇네요.
Yes, that's right. Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's take a closer look at the conversation.
Do you remember how Karen says, "It's hot today, right?"
오늘 덥죠?
First is
오늘,
today.
오늘, 오늘.
Next is
덥죠?
hot, right?
덥죠?
This starts with
덥,
the stem of the adjective
덥다,
hot,
덥다.
attached to
덥,
is,
조,
which translates as right, as in hot, right, in this context.
조.
Together,
덥죠?
hot, right?
덥죠?
Note,
조,
is the contracted form of
지,
the confirmation particle and
요,
the polite sentence ending particle.
조,
Think of
조,
and
지요.
like the sentence ending right in English, as in it's hot, right? Both
조,
and
지요.
are used in Korean to reconfirm information, suggest an answer, and build consensus among the speakers about a known topic, among other uses. Altogether, it's
오늘 덥죠?
literally, today hot, right? But translates as, it's hot today, right?
오늘 덥죠?
Note the rising intonation indicates the speaker is requesting or soliciting information of something known to the speaker and listener. Karen is expecting her neighbor to respond after she says,
오늘 덥죠?
by using this pattern, it's expected that the other person will express agreement. It's an exercise in consensus building that will begin many of your daily encounters in Korea.
Let's take a closer look at the response.
Do you remember how the neighbor says, yes, that's right?
네, 그렇네요.
First is,
네,
yes.
네, 네,
Next is the phrase,
그렇네요.
that's right.
그렇네요.
It's used in confirmation or agreement, and it translates to, that's right, in this context. For now, please remember this as a set phrase. Altogether,
네, 그렇네요.
yes, that's right.
네, 그렇네요.
The pattern is,
오늘 weather description 조
it's weather description today, right?
오늘 weather description 조
In this lesson, you'll learn words and phrases related to the weather. Imagine you want to say cold, right?
춥죠? 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 춥죠?
Is a form of the adjective
춥다.
cold, as in cold weather.
춥다.
Say, it's cold today, right? Ready?
오늘 춥죠?
It's cold today, right?
오늘 춥죠?
Pronunciation note regarding,
조
in Korean, when
히읗
is followed by
기역 디귿 비읍
or,
지읒
the sound changes to the harder counterpart.
키읔 티읕 피읕
And,
치읒
respectively. As
조
begins with,
지읒
it represents one of these cases. Therefore, when
조
is preceded by,
히읗
the sound shifts to
초 히읗
plus
지읒
equals.
치읒
For example,
좋죠
nice, right?
좋죠 조
Has,
히읗
so when
지읒
follows, the sound changes to,
치읒
as in,
좋죠
let's look at some more examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
오늘 덥죠? 오늘 덥죠? 오늘 춥죠? 오늘 춥죠?
오늘 선선하죠? 오늘 선선하죠?
오늘 따뜻하죠? 오늘 따뜻하죠?
오늘 날씨가 좋죠? 오늘 날씨가 좋죠? Did you notice the pattern was slightly different?
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
오늘 날씨가 좋죠?
It's nice weather today, right? First is
오늘,
today.
오늘.
Next is
날씨,
weather.
날씨, 날씨.
Next is
가,
the subject marking particle.
가, 가.
It marks weather as the subject of the sentence. Note, there are two forms of the subject marking particle.
가,
Follows words that end in vowels, like
날씨.
next is
좋죠?
nice, right?
좋죠?
This starts with
좋,
the stem of the adjective
좋다,
nice,
좋다.
attached to
좋,
is,
조,
which translates as nice, as in nice, right? In this context.
조.
Together,
좋죠?
nice, right?
좋죠?
Notice the pronunciation of
좋죠?
altogether,
오늘 날씨가 좋죠?
literally, today weather nice, right? But translates as the weather is nice today, right?
오늘 날씨가 좋죠?
Let's review the key vocabulary.
선선하다,
To be cool, as in the temperature.
선선하다, 선선하다. 선선하죠?
Cool, right?
선선하죠? 선선하죠? 따뜻하다,
Warm.
따뜻하다, 따뜻하다. 따뜻하죠?
Warm, right?
따뜻하죠? 따뜻하죠? 날씨,
Weather.
날씨, 날씨. 좋다,
Nice.
좋다, 좋다. Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say today? 오늘, 오늘. Do you remember how Karen says, it's hot today, right?
오늘 덥죠?
오늘 덥죠? Do you remember how to say yes? 네, 네. Do you remember how Dayeon Park says, yes, that's right?
네, 그렇네요.
네, 그렇네요. Do you remember how to say cold, right? 춥죠? 덥죠? And how to say weather? 날씨, 날씨. Do you remember how to say nice, right? 좋죠? 좋죠?
Let's practice. Imagine your Taeyeon. Comment to Karen on how cold it is today. Ready?
오늘 춥죠? 네, 그렇네요.
Listen again and repeat.
오늘 춥죠? 오늘 춥죠?
Let's try another. Imagine you're Ben Morris. Comment to your classmate on how hot the weather is today. Ready?
오늘 덥죠?
네, 그렇네요.
Listen again and repeat.
오늘 덥죠? 오늘 덥죠?
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Mark Morris. Comment to your neighbor on how nice the weather is today. Ready?
오늘 날씨가 좋죠?
네, 그렇네요.
Listen again and repeat.
오늘 날씨가 좋죠? 오늘 날씨가 좋죠?
밖에 outside 밖에 밖에 outside 밖에 바람이 많이 붑니다. It's windy outside. 밖에 바람이 많이 붑니다. 안에 inside 안에 안에 inside 콩은 꼬투리 안에서 자랍니다. Soybeans grow inside the pod. 콩은 꼬투리 안에서 자랍니다. 왼쪽 left 왼쪽 왼쪽 left 첫 번째 신호등에서 왼쪽으로 도세요. Turn left at the first traffic light. 첫 번째 신호등에서 왼쪽으로 도세요. 오른쪽 right 오른쪽 오른쪽 right 오른쪽에 뭐가 있나요? What's on the right? 오른쪽에 뭐가 있나요? 첫 번째 first 첫 번째 첫 번째 first 첫 번째가 제일 어려워요. The first time is always the most difficult. 첫 번째가 제일 어려워요. 두 번째. Second. 두 번째. 두 번째. Second. 왼쪽에서 두 번째 문이에요. It's the second door on the left. 왼쪽에서 두 번째 문이에요. 세 번째. Third. 세 번째. 세 번째. Third. 세 번째로 도착하는 사람이 동메달을 차지해요. The third one to arrive wins the bronze medal. 세 번째로 도착하는 사람이 동메달을 차지해요. 비누, soft, 비누, 비누, soft. 매일 비누와 물로 목욕하세요. Bathing with soap and water every day. 매일 비누와 물로 목욕하세요. 칫솔, toothbrush, 칫솔, 칫솔, toothbrush. 여자아이는 전동 칫솔로 이를 닦고 있습니다. The girl is brushing her teeth with an electric toothbrush. 여자아이는 전동 칫솔로 이를 닦고 있습니다. 치약, toothpaste, 치약, 치약, toothpaste. 우리는 치약을 다 썼습니다. We're out of toothpaste. 우리는 치약을 다 썼습니다. 샴푸, shampoo, 샴푸, 샴푸, 샴푸. 만약 샴푸가 조금이라도 눈에 들어가면 물로 즉시 씻어내십시오. If some of the shampoo gets in your eyes, rinse them with water immediately. 만약 샴푸가 조금이라도 눈에 들어가면 물로 즉시 씻어내십시오. 정보, information, 정보, 정보, information. 저는 인터넷에서 정보를 얻고 있습니다. I gather information from the internet. 저는 인터넷에서 정보를 얻고 있습니다. 농부, farmer, 농부, 농부, farmer. 농부가 거름을 주고 있습니다. A farmer is covering a field with fertilizer. 농부가 거름을 주고 있습니다. 비서 secretary 비서 secretary 저는 비서로 일하고 있어요. I'm working as a secretary. 저는 비서로 일하고 있어요. 은행원 banker 은행원 banker 집을 사기 위한 대출금을 마련하기 위해 10명의 은행원을 만났습니다. I met with 10 bankers before I received a loan to buy a house. 집을 사기 위한 대출금을 마련하기 위해 10명의 은행원을 만났습니다. 작가 writer 작가 writer 그는 좋은 작가로서 칭송을 받았습니다. He was praised as a good writer. 그는 좋은 작가로서 칭송을 받았습니다. 노력하다 try 노력하다 try 최선을 다하도록 노력할게요. I'm going to try my best. 최선을 다하도록 노력할게요. 재다 measure 재다 measure 조금 많아도 적어도 괜찮아요. 밀리미터 단위까지 재지 않아도 돼요. More or less is fine. You don't have to measure every millimeter. 조금 많아도 적어도 괜찮아요. 밀리미터 단위까지 재지 않아도 돼요. 보관하다 keep 보관하다 keep 저는 서류를 파일 안에 보관해요. I keep the documents in the file. 저는 서류를 파일 안에 보관해요. 기다리다 wait 기다리다 wait 손님들이 기다리게 하지 말아요. Don't make the guests wait. 손님들이 기다리게 하지 말아요.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Korean whiteboard lesson. My name is Keijin. 안녕하세요, Keijin입니다. In this lesson, you will learn how to give simple directions in Korean. Let's get started. First, let's look at the dialogue. A student is looking for the library. She's asking how to get there. So I read out the dialogue, so see how much you can understand. So, 도서관이 어디에 있어요? 쭉 가세요. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. Did you understand? 도서관이 어디에 있어요? Where is the library? 도서관. 도서관. It means library. E is subject marking particle, and we used E here because 도서관. 도서관. It ended with consonant, right? 도서관. So we use E. If this word ended with a vowel sound, then you will use 가 here. 가. For example, cafe in Korean is 카페. 카페. 페. In this case, you will use 가 here. 카페가. So 어디에 있어요? 어디 means where. 에 is location marking particle. 있어요 is located. So it literally means where is the library located? 도서관이 어디에 있어요? 도서관이 어디에 있어요? 도서관이 어디에 있어요? Let's look at the answer. 쭉 가세요. 쭉 means straight. But Korean people often extend this sound as 쭉, 쭉, because we want to emphasize that it's pretty far. So when it's far, they will make this sound even longer. So 쭉 가세요. 가세요 means go. But it's a polite way to say go, so it will be like please go in English. So it literally, please go straight. 쭉 가세요. Or Korean people might say 쭉 가세요. 쭉 가세요. 쭉 가세요. Go straight. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 그러고 나서 it means and then 그러고 나서 사거리 it means intersection. 사거리 and there is another way to say intersection in Korean which is 교차로. So some people might say 교차로 and some people will say 사거리. 사거리에서 or 교차로에서. It means at the intersection. So 에서 is another location marking particle. It's like at or in English. 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 오른쪽 means right or right side. 오른쪽으로. Another particle here is a particle for direction. So it's similar to towards in English. 오른쪽으로 toward right side. 오른쪽으로 도세요. 도세요 is another polite way to say please turn. 도세요. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. And then please turn right at the intersection. Next sentence here. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. Now you found familiar word. 도서관, which is library. 도서관. 은 is topic marking particle, and we use 은 here because 도서관. This word is ended with consonant. 도서관. So we use 은. What if the word is ended with vowel sound? For example, like 카페, 카페, 페. In this case, you will use 는 here. But again, 도서관 ended with a consonant, so we will use 은 here. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. 왼쪽. Another keyword for today. 왼쪽 means left side. 왼쪽에. 에 is the particle that we learned here. 있어요 means located. So it means the library is on the left. The library is located on the left side. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. So let's look at this map. So this one person one is looking for the library. Where is the library? And this answer is saying 쭉 가세요. So this one is going straight. 쭉 가세요. 쭉 가세요. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. Okay, so at the intersection, oh, there is an intersection. And this person is saying turn right, right? Okay, I turn right. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. The library is on the left. Oh, here. So this is a library. I arrived. So we learned these important direction words today. 쭉, straight. 오른쪽, 오른쪽 means right. And 왼쪽, 왼쪽, 왼쪽 is used here too. 왼쪽 means left, right? 쭉, 오른쪽, 왼쪽. And also for place, we just learned 도서관. 도서관 means library, library. We also learned 사거리, 사거리, right? So it means intersection. There are other words that you will find in the next dialogue, which is 슈퍼. 슈퍼. It's from the English word. It's an English loan word, which is supermarket. 슈퍼, 슈퍼. How about this? Bank. Bank in Korean is 은행. 은행, 은행. 도서관, 슈퍼, 은행, 사거리. You will find these place words and direction words in next dialogue. Okay, so let's look at more examples. How about this? 오른쪽으로 가세요. 오른쪽으로 가세요. Okay, so number 2. So this number 2 is saying 오른쪽으로 가세요. 오른쪽 means right. Okay, so I'll go right. 가세요 means go right. Do you remember? 가세요 means please go. So I'll go right. Okay, I'll go right side. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. And then at the intersection, yes, I found the intersection. 오른쪽으로 도세요. 오른쪽 means right again. Okay, I turned right here. How about this? 슈퍼는 왼쪽에 있어요. 슈퍼는 왼쪽에 있어요. We just learned this word, right? Supermarket. Supermarket is where? 왼쪽. 왼쪽 means left. Oh, okay, so it's left. So number 2. Okay, this person found the supermarket. How about this? 왼쪽으로 가세요. Now you're familiar with this sentence pattern, right? 왼쪽으로 가세요. 왼쪽 means left, right? 왼쪽. Okay, so number 3. Number 3 person is here. Okay, so I'll go left. 왼쪽으로 가세요. Please go to the right side. Please go right. And then 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 그러고 나서 and then 사거리에서 at the intersection 오른쪽으로 도세요. Okay? This person turn right. So this person turn right at the intersection. 오른쪽으로 도세요. And 은행은 왼쪽에 있어요. 은행은 왼쪽에 있어요. So this number 3 is on the left side. 왼쪽에 있어요. So found it. 은행은 왼쪽에 있어요. So this person found the bank here. So do you see the sentence pattern here? So we write down here. 쭉 가세요. 쭉 가세요. Go straight. Please go straight. 쭉 가세요. And you put the direction word here. It can be right, 오른쪽. It can be left, 왼쪽. And just say 으로, towards, 가세요. Please go to the right, left. 오른쪽으로 가세요. 왼쪽으로 가세요. How about this? Right or left으로 도세요. Please turn left to right or left. If it's right, you will say 오른쪽으로 도세요. If it's left, then you will say 왼쪽으로 도세요. How about this? You put the name of the place. For example, it can be library, supermarket, bank, or the cafe that we learned. 카페는 right or left에 있어요. 카페, it ended with vowel sound, so I use 는 here. Supermarket too. 슈퍼, it ended with a vowel sound, so I'm using 는 here. 슈퍼는. How about this? 은행? If it's 은행, bank, then I will use 은 here because 은행, it ended with a consonant sound, so I will use 은 here. So you have to see which sound it ends with. 은, so you will use different particle here. And then if it's right, then you will say 오른쪽. If it's left, then you will say 왼쪽. And just say 에 있어요 is located. 에 있어요. In Korea, more people use Naver Map and Kakao Map instead of Google Maps. So if you visit Korea, download these two apps. That will be really helpful when you travel in Korea. Do you remember how to say straight? 쭉. And how to say please go? 가세요. Do you remember how to say please go straight? 쭉 가세요. And do you remember how to say please turn? 도세요. Do you remember how to say right? 오른쪽. And how to say please turn right? 오른쪽으로 도세요. Do you remember how to say intersection? 사거리. And how to say at the intersection? 사거리에서. Do you remember how to say and then? 그러고 나서. And how to say and then turn right at the intersection? 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. Do you remember how to say left? 왼쪽. Do you remember how to say on the left? 왼쪽에. And do you remember how to say library? 도서관, 도서관. Do you remember how to say the library is on the left? 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. And how to say go straight and then turn right at the intersection. The library is on the left. 쭉 가세요. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. 쭉 가세요. 그러고 나서 사거리에서 오른쪽으로 도세요. 도서관은 왼쪽에 있어요. Do you remember how to say supermarket? 슈퍼, 슈퍼. And how to say bank? 은행, 은행. Well done! That's it for this lesson. Here, we've learned how to give simple directions in Korean. Thanks for watching. I'm Kejin, and I'll see you on KoreanClass101.com. 다음 시간에 봐요.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is how to start conversations, talking points for language learners. How do you start a conversation in a language that you're learning? Believe it or not, it's actually very easy to do. And in this lesson, we'll give you tips and resources to get you speaking more of your target language. You'll discover 1. Talking points for language learners, 2. The top 5 ways to start a conversation, and 3. Resources to help you master these talking points. But first, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Renting an Apartment Conversation Cheat Sheet. Learn how to say, how much is the rent? How many bedrooms are there? And much more with this new PDF cheat sheet. Second, visual flashcards that'll improve your vocabulary. Want to speak more of the target language? You'll need to learn more words. And with our new printable visual flashcards, you'll easily master over 1,500 words. Just download and print these visual flashcards out. Third, the top 50 marine animals and fish. How well do you know animal names in your target language? With this quick lesson, you'll learn how to say shark, whale, dolphin, and much more. Fourth, how to talk about your day in 20 phrases. If you can't talk about your day yet, this 1-minute lesson will get you speaking. You'll learn 20 must-know phrases, from talking about waking up and brushing your teeth to dinner and going to sleep. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. How to start conversations. Talking points for language learners. Starting a conversation can be intimidating for most people, even in their own native language. So it's understandable if you feel even more intimidated starting a conversation in another language. But if you do want to speak more of your target language and get more practice, that's exactly what you'll need to do. Have conversations with native speakers. Part 1. Talking points for language learners. The good news is starting a conversation in another language is much easier because 1. Native speakers will realize that you're learning and will go easy on you. And 2. You don't know enough of the language to worry about saying something clever, and that's totally fine. So you can easily start with basic phrases. So, how exactly do you start a conversation? You'll need something called a talking point. A talking point is simply a topic or a thing to talk about. For example, weather's a very common talking point. You can say, "Nice weather today," to someone and start a conversation from that. And after that, you can ask them where they're from or talk about the city, like, "Wow, this is a great city," which is another basic talking point. And now you have a conversation going, all from a simple talking point and a simple comment about the weather. So, what are some common talking points? Let's get into part 2. Part 2, the top 5 ways to start a conversation. Again, a good thing about having conversations in another language is that it's okay and natural to focus on simple topics for a while. So, here are 5 easy ways to start conversations in your target language. And if you're already learning with our language program, then you've already learned some of these within your first few lessons. 1. Introduce yourself in your target language. Sometimes, starting a conversation or continuing one is as simple as introducing yourself. You can also use this if you've started with a different topic, like the weather. Then it makes sense to say, "By the way, my name is..." You'll learn how to introduce yourself in the very first lesson of our program. 2. The weather. People talk about the weather all over the world, so you should learn weather phrases in your target language. Just saying, "It's really nice today," is enough to start a conversation. If you want to talk about the weather, check out our Can Talk About Weather learning pathway. This series of lessons teaches you how to talk about the weather in your target language. 3. Compliments. Compliments are a great way to start a conversation. You can compliment something about their city, their country, or something about their culture. 4. Ask for help. So, for example, you can ask for directions about the price of something and let the conversation go from there. These are very basic phrases that you learn in our survival phrases lessons. And 5, learn phrases for transactions, like getting a room at a hotel or telling the taxi driver where to go. These are very easy ways to start a dialogue, and you can easily move into other topics. Again, you learn all of these with our survival phrases lessons. Of course, these are not the only talking points or icebreakers you can use. If you can think of more, go ahead and use them. Which one would you use? Leave us a comment. Now, how do you actually learn the language around these talking points? Part 3, resources to help you master these talking points. First, take our lessons. If you haven't yet signed up for a free lifetime account to our learning program, you can do so now. In every lesson, you learn a basic conversation, like the weather, introducing yourself, asking for directions, and more. And this gives you all the lines you'll need to start and continue a conversation in real life. And if you want to find lessons related to a specific talking point, like the weather, you can find them in our lesson library. Second, use our conversation PDF cheat sheets. These cheat sheets are a quick summary of our actual lessons and give you the must-know phrases and vocabulary for topics like family, weather, travel, getting directions, and much more. Third, come up with a list of phrases and questions you'd want to use in a conversation, and then ask your Premium Plus teacher for translations. Or use an online translation tool, although that may not always be perfect. Either way, you'll have lines that you can use to start conversations. Fourth, use our free vocabulary and phrase lists. There, you'll find hundreds of vocabulary and phrase lists across all kinds of topics: holidays, common phrases, phrases for weather, phrases for restaurants, and much more. So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about the 7 skills you'll need for language mastery. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! You're learning a language, but here's a question. Do you actually remember what you've learned? Or do you forget everything a day later? If you're forgetting everything and not making any real progress, it might be because you're missing a crucial part of the learning process, the actual practice and assessment. For that, you'll want the assessments inside our learning program. And in this video, you'll discover 1. How to access the assessments and start practicing. 2. how you'll learn faster and remember everything, and 3, how you can get your language assessed by native teachers. Let's jump in. 1. How to access the assessments and start practicing. First, what are assessments? These are multiple choice and teacher-graded exercises that test you on what you've learned so far and give you a chance to practice your language so that you don't forget what you learn. If you're learning with our language program, then you automatically get an assessment after every couple of lessons. This is to make sure you're practicing and retaining the language. If you haven't tried the study tool yet, sign up for a free lifetime account and get access right now. You'll find the assessments inside our recommended learning pathway. 2. How you'll learn faster and remember everything. So after you've completed a few lessons, you'll get a quick multiple-choice assessment that tests you on all the words and grammar rules you learned. Answer the questions the best you can, and you'll get instant results showing you what you got right and wrong. That way, you'll know if you've remembered anything, and you'll know what your weak points are. But there's more. Just by taking these assessments, you're improving your memory. That's because you're using a science-backed learning method called active recall. Active recall is where you try to recall or remember without looking at the answer, and in doing so, you strengthen your memory. Plus, you get to practice and use the language that you've learned, instead of letting it fade away from your memory. 3. How you can get your language assessed by native teachers. You also get hand-graded assessment exercises on speaking and writing, which are graded by our team of native teachers. With these assessments, you can submit a recording of yourself speaking or submit a piece of writing, and our teachers will assess your skills and give you feedback. Getting feedback from a native is one of the fastest ways to improve your language skills. Remember, you'll find our assessment exercises peppered throughout our recommended learning pathway. So, if you want to start learning the language with our learning program and make sure you remember everything with these assessments, sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Want to learn and speak more of your target language? You'll need to learn more words, and you can do that with printable visual flashcards. So here's how you can learn over 1,500 words easily with a free printable resource that boosts your retention, keeps you focused on one word at a time, and makes learning fun. In this video, you'll discover 1. How to get our printable visual flashcards for free, 2. How you'll learn words and phrases even faster, and 3. 5 ways to learn with the flashcards. First, what are visual flashcards? Visual flashcards are our printable flashcards that teach you 1,500 words across 60 topics. All words come with images and translations for easy retention, and they're an easy way for beginners to boost their vocabulary. So, how do you get them? How to get our printable visual flashcards for free. Just click the link and sign up for a free lifetime account to our learning program. Our learning program teaches you the language through audio and video lessons, study tools, and one-on-one access to a teacher. These visual flashcards are a free supplemental resource for anyone interested in learning. Once you've signed up, check your email to confirm your account and download the free visual flashcards. Then, print out the PDF files, cut out the cards, and start learning. How you'll learn words and phrases even faster. Learning words can be difficult. If you're learning on your phone or computer, you have tons of notifications and distractions competing for your attention. You can also overwhelm yourself by learning too many words at once and forgetting them all. So, how can you learn faster? Our visual flashcards are a physical resource, which means there are no distractions, and they're right in front of you, unlike an app that's buried somewhere in your phone, so you can easily start learning. You get one word per card, so you can focus on one word at a time. No distractions, no giant word lists, just one word at a time, which takes a second to learn. All cards include the word in the target language, the translation, and a picture to help the meaning stick better. And you can easily run through the cards and test yourself until you remember each and every word. With visual flashcards, you learn 1,500 of the most common words, which means you don't waste time learning words that aren't useful for beginners. 5 ways to learn with the flashcards. Once you've downloaded and printed the flashcards, how do you learn? 1. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes and pick out 20 cards. Spend the first half reviewing the cards and the second half testing yourself on the meanings. 2. For the words that you struggle with, keep them in a separate pile. That way, you can focus on just the hard words and skip the ones you know. 3. Since the words are separated across 60 topics, you can focus on one topic at a time and keep at it until you're done with all 60 topics. 4. Place the cards on the objects they represent around your home. Or 5. Turn it into a game with your friends. Have them quiz you on the words. Pick which way works best for you and learn with our visual flashcards. So, if you want to boost your vocabulary and speak more of your target language, download our visual flashcards for free right now. Just click the link and sign up for a free lifetime account to our learning program. Since you're learning the language, do you also learn while you're on the go, like on the way to work or on a walk? Do you put small blocks of time to productive use? If not, here's how. In this video, you'll discover how to learn a language anywhere, anytime with our free app. Second, you'll find out how to learn 2 times faster with study tools. Third, how to test your language skills. Fourth, how to learn with your own teacher. And fifth, how to get free bonus language lessons just for watching this video. So let's jump in. 1. How to learn a language in minutes, anywhere you are. First, download our innovative 101 app for your iPhone, iPad, or Android. Just click the link in the description to download it and sign up for your free lifetime account. Once you're in, we give you one clear pathway of lessons to follow. Just press play on a lesson and you'll absorb a practical conversation. You'll also learn all of the words and grammar rules in minutes. Yes, in minutes, because lessons are just a few minutes long, which means you can easily learn the language while you're commuting to work, going to the store, or while out on a walk. You can put that time to productive use. 2. How to learn 2 times faster with study tools. If you're a serious learner and want to succeed with the language, check out our study tools to help you master words, grammar rules, and conversations even faster. Just scroll down in the lesson to access the tools. You can understand the conversation in full with the line-by-line audio and the translations. Review the key lesson vocabulary with the vocab list. And master the grammar with our in-depth lesson notes. 3. How to test and practice your language skills. You also get assessments after every few lessons to test you on what you've learned and give you the chance to practice the language. You'll find assessments peppered throughout the learning pathway, and they'll only take a few minutes to complete, which means you can easily do them while you're out and about. You get results instantly so that you know what you've mastered and what your weak points are. 4. How to learn with your own teacher on the go. If you're a Premium Plus member, you can also learn with your own teacher. Just visit My Teacher inside the app. There, you can interact with your teacher, practice writing, ask questions about the language, send audio and video recordings of yourself speaking the language, and get corrections and feedback. All of this through the app. 5. How to get free bonus language lessons. Since you've watched this far, here's a free bonus that many users don't know about. We release 3 to 5 new lessons a week, every week, non-stop, and they're free for 3 weeks before going into our lesson library, which means you can learn the language for free and get new lessons every week with our innovative 101 app. How? Just open up the menu inside the app and tap on Newest Lessons to unlock them. So if you're not yet learning a language while you're on the go, here's your chance to turn those small blocks of time into something productive. Download the innovative 101 app for your iPhone, iPad, or Android. Just click the link in the description. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.